Okay. So good evening
It's
once again
recording
and
now.
welcome
It's
to this
recording now.
amazing session. All right. So I'm gonna write on
Good
just
evening, you too.
yes, you are welcome, Mr. Charles. Thank you for joining and I appreciate you for being here. All right. So you're welcome to the MSc Masterclass, the Marketing, Sales, and Closing Masterclass. This is a session where we're gonna be having some few outlines. Number one, it's introduction. We're gonna do why marketing, and then we're gonna do what is marketing, and then we're gonna analyze the success codes of marketing, and then we're gonna also analyze the um types of marketing audience, and then we're gonna um build on what selling is not, and then we'll talk about what is sell. The next is type of sales people. The next is the pitfalls to avoid in sales. There are pitfalls. So if you don't avoid them, it's going to be a struggle. And then the attitude of a successful salesperson. And we also have the art and science of closing. There's an art, there's a science behind closing. Before you collect money from people, there is an art around it and there's a science around it. It's not magic. So once you understand this code, it's actually deeper. So I just had to add it here so you would have a full package of value. All right. At the end, I'm going to share a big announcement anyway. And then why you don't close, and then processes that leads to closing before we now come back to questions and answers. All right. So have you ever wondered why a lot of people struggle in a business? In my opinion, if there is no credit alert, there is either a debit alert. So is either one person is being debited or the other person is being credited. Either way. So one person must be debited. That is when you have made a sale and made a close. And then one person must be what? Credited. Okay. And that is how it works. Now, have you wondered why a lot of people struggle? Why is revenue generation very poor? Or for the, in the organization, there is low energy of revenue. Okay. Now, I'm going to be bringing a concise theory, practicals, ideas, innovations, and information that is going to connect these three things and help see how we can make improvements in our sales, in our marketing, and how we do our closing. All right. So today I've seen thousands struggle, and they think it is the devil. The devil is not that powerful. The only thing I know as a teacher, right, and based on my few years of experience in this field, I've observed that the more I learn how this thing works, the easier it becomes. It's not magic. It's just an understanding. I can tell you how many calls you need to make to close one sale. I can tell you how many sales you need to make. All I need is, we'll call it what's it called now? We'll call it income analysis in business in our field of expertise. So how much do you want to earn in the month? You tell us, okay, how much product do you have? We tell us, okay, how many product will you have to sell to hit that goal? You tell us, we'll now tell you how many people that need to make the purchase. And for those people that make the purchase, we'll tell you how many number of people that need to see that product that month. And once you follow the processes, you're going to get the result done. So this has been a struggle. And I have to come up with this at the way it is right now because I have been there several times. This is years and years and years of experiences. Beyond theories is even more practicals because I'm going to be connecting my stories bit by bit so that you get it better, because story sells, fact tells. It's only story that sells, because story is what have the emotional bond between the seller and the buyer. So if you can come up with stories creatively, you'll discover that it's easier to make a sale. So introducing myself, an MSc Masterclass. My name is Wealthy Fine James. And then I'm a real estate investment consultant. So just get to know me better. And I believe with time you know me more, right? I'm a marketing and sales coach. I'm a trainer, public speaker. And by God's grace, I'm a financial expert, B2B sales consultant. I also train people on B2B sales, that's business to business, even B2C. And I'm I'm also a serial entrepreneur because I'm in diverse. Then a retired self-employed. I was once self-employed. By God's grace, I've decided to retire myself. Now, three great questions to answer in this journey. Number one is, where do I want to be? Where do you want to be in your business, in your organization? Where do your organization need to be in the next 1 year, in the next 2 years, in the next 3 years, in the next 4 years, in the next 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 50 years? Where do you want to be? Where do your organization want to be? This is what you have to put down. Okay, my organization needs to be making $10 billion in revenue every year. I mean, in the next 10 years, my organization is supposed to be making $15,000 or $20,000 in a year from now in the next 10 years. So that will help you to actually prioritize the activities you do right now. The energy you put in right now, it will help you to analyze them. Okay, I'm a virtual assistant, I'm a whatever it is. You have to know, okay, where do I even want to be? For example, me, I want to retire at age 40 or less. Like retire, I won't be doing anything and I'm making money. So it's actually a place I want to be. All right, I want to travel the world. I want to have fantastic lifestyle. I want to give my family the best. Okay, I want to live life with ease. And that's why I'm working day and night, because I know where I want to be. Very, very important. Then where am I? This is another question you must answer. Where am I? Where are you currently? Are you in a position where you are struggling on sales? Because if you don't know where you are, is a problem actually. It's actually a problem, because you need to know where you are, because it's when the awareness of where you are is what triggers the energy for the next. In fact, it gives you inspiration for the next level. And that's why you don't need any encouragement, external person to be encouraging you. You have to just get done what needed to be done, and for you to be able to get to where you need to be, because you now know where you are. It's an awareness. Where is your company currently? What phase are they? Are they still struggling to make 50 sales or to make 100 sales? Okay, are they making 50 sales? So that is where they are. You already know where they want to be. How do you now get there? So knowing where you want to be, one thing, or where your business needs to be. All right, either you or your business, the same thing. Then where is that business currently? Where is your current position? And then the next question is, how do I get there? Very, very powerful. Now, in analyzing how you will get there is actually what will now give you this mental empowerment, ideas, innovation, creativity to come up with concepts that is mind-blowing to help you hit this target. I answered this question myself, and it has helped me. Today, I cannot see myself. I can't even catch myself doing an activity that is not having contribution to where I want to be. You can't catch me doing that. That doesn't mean I don't go out, I don't do several social activity, but it must have a way of connecting me to where I want to be. Because I now know that how I need to get it, I need networks. I need to network more with people. I need to have access to billionaires. I need to have access to people that are doing way better than me. I don't want to see myself in a room where I am the best. Once I see myself there, I know I'm not in the right place. So how do I need to get there? So having answered this question, it will now help organize your thoughts. It will now help you streamline your imagination better, and you see that you now have more power over what you do. You now have more power and control over the activities you do. Very key. Now, these questions are also connected to business, and that is why I had to ask this question first. Now, the bet of MSC. I was this young guy that was struggling, very, very shameful person. Those days, I remember in the market when I was still in the trading phase, because I sold oil, right? And that's retail, wholesale in the market. So I've been in that rough place where you have to talk about business, and I'm this shy person. I believe whatever is mine will come to me. Is a lie. Very, very big lie. I used to believe it before now. So I was in that struggling phase. And then until I realized that this thing is a skill I need to learn. And my income will not change if I don't learn these things. My income will not make any improvement if I don't learn these things. So in the face of that struggle, I stumbled into mentorship. And the mentorship helped me discover the power I have over what I need to do. Mentorship helped me realize that these things are learnable. Mentorship helped me realize these things are possible. Mentorship helped me realize that my marketing strategy plus my sales strategy plus my closing strategy is equal to what I say in my bank account. If it is poor, my bank account becomes poor. If it is healthy, my bank account becomes. These three things controls our bank account directly or indirectly. Our marketing, our sales, and our closing power. All right. So that is when I started innovating ideas, and then I had to prove it over the years before I start teaching people. So this course, for me to have a one-on-one session like this, is from 50K. 50K upwards, because I also have the intensive ones and all of that. I have books that is around this, and it's a blueprint of my journey. It's a blueprint of how I have learned from mentors. It's actually a blueprint on how majorly people can be helped to move from point A to point B to point C until they get to their final destination. As long as marketing is concerned, sales is concerned, and also closing. All right. So that is it. Now, hear this. Marketing is like showing the world your presence. Sales is like showing the world the problem your presence can solve. And closing is the solving problem. Is solving the problem and being paid as value exchange. I take it again. Marketing is like showing the world your presence. Awareness, telling them you are here. Telling them this is who I am. This is what I represent. Sell is showing them the problem who you are can solve. The problem that your business can solve. That is sell. You're just telling them, I can do this if you need this. Let them know that yes, you can do it. And then closing is solving the problem you found and being paid as value in exchange. That is it. Now let's go deeper. So why marketing? Number one, marketing is the major doorway to endless wealth. Billionaires understand this. I'm one person that studied billionaires a lot. I recently started studying one of them more closely. In fact, he's my direct mentor, Stephen Akintayo, doctor. He's a real estate mogul. You may know him. And these people or these guys understand this thing. It's the doorway to endless wealth. If you can actually market shamelessly, then you can be stinkingly rich. It doesn't matter what you're marketing. Now, look at Coke today. Say Coke has been there for years. These guys have been there for decades. But up to today, they are still doing adverts. True or true? True, right? No, you can talk
Very
now
true.
because I can hear you.
Very true.
Fantastic.
Very true. Very true.
They are still doing marketing. You just see billboard on the road. You see TV adverts. Social media, they are there. These guys are still. Now, what is the money these guys are looking for that they don't have yet? They have all of it. This is one of the globally recognized and accepted drink anywhere in the world. They've told us it's contain multiple balls of sugar, yes. But guess what? They also told us it used to cause this, it used to cause that, but people have not stopped consuming it. Are you aware the moment you see Coke, there is an emotion it triggers? True or true?
Yes, certainly true. Sometimes myself, I'm even addicted.
Imagine that. Same here. These guys are marketers. They are bloody marketers. They understand how this thing works. And over the years, the good news is that their quality have not changed. Do you remember there was a time if you buy a bottle of Coke, this rubber bottle, They used to write names on it. They used to write names. You see Ruth, you see Samuel, you see different names. So you see that people are happy when they are being served the bottle that had their name. So this is just marketing and nothing more. The day Coke stop marketing, they stop making money. That's just the truth. Because they know they need to be appearing in the face of those people. They know that if they don't appear in the face of me and you, we will forget them. And the truth is that we easily forget what we no more see. That is why when you now see something, it's long time ago you saw it, there's this aha, wow, where have you been? Why? It's now going out of your subconscious mind because you don't normally see it again. That is marketing and nothing more. So marketing is the major doorway to endless wealth. No marketing, no wealth. And guess what? Marketing is the lifeblood of every business, be it company, be it organization, be it church. Let me shock you. Do you know that church are also doing marketing? How? Evangelism. After preaching at the end, the pastor will do an altar call. He has marketed Jesus. Then at last, the people are sold. He will close them down by giving them triggers that affects their emotion. And before you know, they give their life to Christ. And they continue to follow up. It is marketing. Today you go out, weekends, let's say Saturday, you see some church giving you flyers. Oh, attend our church. Now, I don't know where you have your own church. Why are they still giving you flyers? It's just a way of marketing. In the business world, we call it marketing. So marketing is the lifeblood of every business. Now, are you aware that can you think of the oldest bank? Will it be First Bank or Access Bank? I don't know. But I think First Bank has First Bank, right? Now, have First Bank stopped opening new accounts for people? Yes or no?
Not at all. No.
Okay.
They keep on opening new accounts each time.
Each time.
And they even still market up to today.
Fantastic.
They do
beautiful.
Adverts. They do
beautiful.
Adverts
Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, do you notice that when you enter bank and there is queue, but you tell them you want to open account, they open door for you. Yes. They will tell you to come. Don't sit there, come. These guys are bloody marketers because they know the lifeblood of their bank to keep running is to have new people come and join them. Exactly. New people come and buy things from them. They are in the banking language, let's say saving account, current account, they call it products in the banking language. Within themselves, they call it product. So they know they have product they need to sell. In fact, there's one they sold to me in 2020. One of my friends, they say you put in the minimum you can use is 8,000 naira, and then you will not touch it. After 3 years, the money will double, and then if you die, it's just a strategy. And then a lot of people were opening account. Guess what? I don't even know where that account is. I can't even remember the account number. But these are strategies. Imagine how much deals that they closed. Some families opened for their family members, families of 5, and they will recommend. You open, you recommend. You open, you recommend. You open, you recommend. I don't have access to it. I don't even know anything about that account. But that guy is my friend. But that is just marketing. It's just marketing and nothing more. Now imagine a pool of that money is enough to open another branch because they have told you you are not having access to it even in 1 year. And in 1 year, they would have made double. It is marketing. Next, marketing is the breathing functionals of every business. Now, you can't survive without breath. True or true?
True.
Fantastic. So what that means indirectly is that your business, whatever you do, it cannot survive without marketing. The surviving strength and the surviving secret is that people keep purchasing it. People keep purchasing it. I tell people, if you are debited, someone sold you. if you are credited, you have sold to someone, directly or indirectly. The next thing is, every billionaire understands marketing, sales, and closing. Every billionaire. These guys are bloody marketers. Have you ever seen, let's say, if you follow some of these CEOs a lot, you see them make a post and below it, they will put a phone number, they will put a link for you to get more details. You can click the link. All these are strategies. So before you know, you enter their sales funnel. And before you know, they start giving you emails because they have recorded your email. Because those, what's it called now? The link, it will make you to put your name, put your email, put your phone number. These guys have access to you every day or every week. Once they send you email because you are now in their email listing. It is marketing, nothing more. Because one day it may not interest you, but one of those days you will just read something that captivates your mind and you want to know more. Before you know, you make a purchase. It's marketing. Number 5, marketing keeps the world of business going. No marketing, no business in this world. No marketing, no business in this world. Now, note this. The adaptation is the new goal of the 21st century. Now, a lot of businesses will still fail. Upon the ones that have failed, more will still fail because they have refused to adapt. Pre-COVID business style is different from post-COVID business style. It's not the same thing. If you approach business the way it's been approached before COVID, and you approach it that same way after COVID, it's a raw failure. In fact, what Nigerians normally say, just the play, a very big play, because it will not work. It will not work. Everything has changed. Everything has changed. So the people that have, that's why you see a lot of companies are closing down and more will still close. And then you see people rising from obscurity because they have adapted to this gold. And one of the elements of this gold is the internet. A lot of people. Have you wondered why? Before now, if you make any business call, nobody tells you, send me this information on my mail or send me a link to go through. But today, if you make any business call, let's say 5 out of 10 will ask you, send me your website. True or true?
True.
So that is it.
Very true.
That is it. That's how it works. Again, that thing in your brain, you can market it if you know how. A lot of people actually today are in a position where they have a lot, they don't even know how to market. It's as simple as that. Today, I've been able to discover that wealth, whatever it takes to make wealth or make money, is already inside us. It's just to discover it, explore it, market it, get sold, and close, collect money. That is it. Now, next thing to note, everybody have your money in their pockets, but you must have the solution to their problems to have their money. Everybody, including me, there's your money in my pockets, but you must have that solution I need for me to willingly, okay, let's say I'm thirsty. No matter the English you speak today, I will not give you money until you give me water. That's the only way I will give you money. True or true? That is it.
True. Very true.
So it's value for value.
Very true.
Value for value or nothing. The money in people's pockets.
Hold on. Hello, Mr. Fanny, just give me 1 minute, please. 1 minute.
Okay. The money in people's pocket is looking for problem solvers. That is it. Now, the next point, as we move on, is what is this marketing? The definition I have here is not from books, is not from podcasts, this is my experience. Marketing is the systematic ways in which you create awareness of the problems you can solve and be known for the solution you bring. Marketing is it must be systematic. It must have processes. That's a systematic. I mean, it must have processes from point A to point B, from point B to point C, in which you create awareness of the problems you can solve and be known for the solution you bring. Next, marketing is the activities and processes for creatively communicating your value deliverables. It is the activity and processes that would enable you creatively communicate to us your value, what you can deliver. That's marketing. Whether you are doing it directly or you are doing it indirectly, you are giving me value. You are communicating to me your thoughts, your ideas, your concept, and what you can give. That is your deliverables. It's marketing. Next. Now, there are some platforms in which a lot of people do their marketing. This is just a few from many. Number one, flyers. A lot of people do marketing through flyers. Now, the way to market on flyers is actually different. Now, take notes. All of these platforms, the way to do marketing on them are not exactly the same. Are not exactly the same because of how it is, the nature and all of that. For example, flyers. You want to do marketing using flyers. For example, you print out flyers, you want to go and share for people, more like a handouts, just a handout you can easily give to people. It has a contact, your office address, and all of that. The way it operates, because today, a lot of people, you give them flyer, they think it's a scam. A lot of people actually, but it is true. So there's a way it works, but I'm just listing some of the processes or platforms where you can, do. Then physical. We also have physical, method of you market. That is one-on-one. You're talking to me, I'm talking to you, and then we are both making interactions around knowing what you do and you communicating to me the values you can bring and connecting it to the problems you have discovered around me and enabling me to solve them when you have eventually provided the way forward for me. Okay, so that is it.
You are mute. You are mute.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you clearly now.
Oh, beautiful. So physical. And then the next is what? Facebook. We have Facebook. Facebook is a place where you can share Facebook, the like story. You have more of people that want to hear stories. Now, what works very well in Facebook is content writing. If you must market on Facebook, this may not make sense to you, but this is a combination of one or two you can pick and then explore. Facebook, you need to know how to do copywriting. You need to know how to do content creation in visual form, that is a video, or in form of let's say in form of a write-up, creatively, and at last driving it down to people asking you the way forward. It's also a marketing platform. Okay, they like a lot of stories and all of that, through ads and all of that. Then we have Instagram. Instagram is where you show more pictures, where videos. In fact, you cannot even make just a post on Instagram. There must be a picture, there must be a video. All right. So Instagram is where you do more videos, more of Instagram. But the people you find there is also not the same. So depending on the value you are creating, let's say the business you do, it will determine if your audience are in the Facebook space or they are in the Instagram space. Okay. So the next is LinkedIn. We also have LinkedIn is actually a professional place where a lot of people get leads. Okay. This is just some of the platforms. We have WhatsApp. Now on WhatsApp, you can do what we call what's it called now? WhatsApp broadcasting. But then there's a way to do it actually in the time of marketing so that people will not start blocking you. All right. Now the next is Twitter. We also have Twitter. Twitter does not take so much type. I mean, so much writings. I think is less than 500 write-up you can do in a post. So the write-up capacity is lower. Twitter is where you just give nuggets, and then connects them to yourself. And then we also have TikTok. Today, TikTok is actually a trend. People are cashing out through TikTok. A lot of businesses are getting awareness through TikTok. A lot of businesses today are being known through TikTok and all of that. So that is it. So that is
You're
it.
mute. Okay.
Okay. So the next is we have paid ads. Actually, we also have paid ads. Okay, these are opportunity where you pay for ads, and then these ads in turn generate leads for you. Okay, then etc. etc. There are other ways. Okay, these are just but a few. Now we have success codes of marketing. There are codes that give you success. Number one, very simple, courage. If you don't have courage, you cannot market, because people are going to talk you down, discourage you, make you look as if you don't know what you're doing. Several people telling you stories you don't understand, and you are not even, I mean, it's not connecting to what you are expecting. So you need courage for you to come out there. In fact, are you aware? It seems more difficult talking about our businesses or what we do more than gisting. I feel so. A lot of people find it easier to just do a random gist than talk about their business when they are with people. So it takes courage. So the success codes of marketing, number one is courage. Number two is communication alignment. And what this means is this. When you meet a Yoruba man and you are communicating to a Yoruba man about what you do, you must align your communication to meet up with his mental realm. The way you talk to an Igbo man, you don't talk to a Yoruba person like that in terms of business. In fact, when you go to a Yoruba person's shop, the way they would attend to you is different from the way an Igbo man will attend to you. The way an Igbo man will attend to you is different from the way an Hausa man will attend to you. These are communication alignments. You are invited to come and sell your products or talk about what you do in a garden where you have a lot of youths. When you are going for such meeting, you don't wear suit and tie. You wear joggers, something that can connect to the youths. Am I making sense?
Yes, of course.
Good. Something
Very well.
something that will connect to these people because they are young, especially all the Gen Zs today. So there's a way to connect to them. There's a way to connect to them. If you connect to them a way they cannot understand, it becomes difficult to sell to them because you must connect before you collect. If you don't connect, you cannot collect. So these are two codes that will help and has continued to help people in marketing. Types of audience in marketing. Now, there are different audience in marketing. Now, when you understand this audience, what it will do, what it will do is that it is going to readjust your processes. Yes, it is going to readjust your processes. Excuse me. It is going to make you understand that, okay, for me to sell to audience B, I need to do this. For me to sell to audience A, I need to do this. For me to sell to audience C, I need to do this. Now, I'm going to give you, I'm going to explain it so you understand. Now, we have what we call hot audience. Hot audience are the people that you have blood connection with. Blood related. These are your family members, your in-laws, your outlaws, your relative. These people have blood affinity with you. Are you aware that if you want to sell to your brother, maybe he don't even like what you do, but he will just purchase because he wants to support you. True or true?
True. Very true.
So because he will feel you won't be happy if he didn't purchase, you know.
Yes.
So because and the way you the courage you used to talk to that audience is different because they know you, you know them. Okay. So these are a form of audience that you must understand and know how to sell to them. If you want to sell to hot audience, there's what we call emotional blackmailing. Emotional blackmailing, you use form of emotional black, you make them feel, you need to support me in this thing I'm doing. Even if you're not buying, you can refer your friends to me. So in their own plan or in their own mentality, they are like, okay, this my brother is doing something, so I need to support him. So since I'm not buying or maybe I don't need it, I can connect him to people that need it. Because, I mean, they are not doubting you. They know you. You people have been there together and all of that. So that is it. These are hot audience. We also have what we call warm audience. Warm audience are your classmates, working colleagues. These people trust you. Hot market and warm market have one thing in common: trust. They trust you. They believe you. They know you. But the difference between hot market and warm market is that warm market don't have any blood connection with you. They are your colleagues, your classmates, you're working. I mean, all of you are just there doing your things together and all of that. Okay? So that is it. Then we also have what we called the cold audience. The cold audience. So in the cold audience, these are complete strangers. That's where cold calling came from. I'm sure you know about cold calling, right?
Yes.
Aha.
Yes, I know about cold calling.
These are strangers. The way you do cold calling is different from the way you do warm calling. Cold callers are the people that would sometimes insult yourself. You know, sometimes they give you sarcastic response that doesn't really resonate with your values. Okay? So
yes,
that is how cold audience operate. They are complete strangers. But the good news is this: wealth creation is in the cold audience. Your hot markets or your hot audience and your warm audience, some of them don't want you to be richer than them. So instead of, they would rather die than to give you their money.
Exactly. That was what I wanted to.
So that's how it works.
I say even the hot audience might not, will never patronize you.
Good. They know this is what you do. They know you are good at what you do, but they will never patronize you. So their level of patronize out of 100% is just, let's say 20 to 30 thereabout. But cold audience, the challenge is that you must handle cold audience as a professional. That's the only way to get them. But the gold, the money, the wealth is in cold audience. You know why? One of my mentors told me, the people you do not know are far way more than the people you know. We have over 7.2 billion people on earth. How many do you even know? That means the people you don't know are like sands. You can't count them. They are countless. Yes. So the money is in the cold audience. That is the irony. But cold audience, you must be a professional. You must be seen. You must be perceived as an expert that knows what you do. You must be seen as somebody that knows your onions for you to sell to cold audience. And do you know the good news? The good news is that the post-COVID era is the era of cold marketing. Because people don't even, they are no more used to physical meeting. I mustn't come to your shop. Just send me a link. Let me buy everything online. Deliver to me, that's all. But a lot of people are yet to, that's why I talk about adaptation. They are yet to adapt to how to do business in the way that that applauds the cold audience more, especially now. Because truly, a lot of people today are millionaires sitting inside one room. They will just sit down inside one room and they are millionaires. These people have mastered the art of cold audience. Today, I don't know you before now, I don't know you, don't know me. We'll get to know right now. And we just started connecting just right now. So you are a cold audience. All you need is value. That's why I tell people, it's not about the money you want to make. There's no shortage of money anywhere. It's just shortage of value. Do you have enough value? Because at the end, you may even forget my name, but you will not forget the value I shared with you. That's the power of cold audience. And anytime anybody around you need value like this, you easily recall and connect me or connect my service. Or maybe you give them an idea, oh, somebody like this can handle this. That is it. I remember having a one-on-one meeting like this. My goodness. That man, after that session, connected me because I also train staffs, organizations on anything that has to do with marketing business, B2B sales, even real estate and all of that. All right, because I'm a professional public speaker. Connected me. In fact, the contact this young man connected me to made me fortune. From that meeting, I got connected to another meeting. And that's how it continued. That's just a cold audience. So hot audience are beautiful. Warm audience, fantastic. But you see cold audience, the most amazing people. But the conversion rate compared to hot and warm is extra. What do I mean? If you call 100 hot markets, you don't need to explain too much. They know you, they believe you. You don't need plenty English. If they want to buy, they will buy. Warm market, almost the same thing. But cold market, they need to understand. You need to share knowledge, something that would disrupt their mental capacity to know that, yes, I can solve this problem for you. And then, boom, they give you everything. I've had people buy land outside Nigeria just from my social media ads. They don't know me. We just do a Zoom inspection, connect on Zoom, do the inspection for some. And then before you know, boom, their money is in. My commission is there. That is it. Now, we're here on sale. Now, we're going to be talking few tips and explaining some data and analyzing some facts and explaining some informations on sales to help you understand very, very well. Now, what selling is not. So many people today will continue to struggle because they don't know what selling is and what selling is not. After the end of this session, you will now see that a lot of people are doing marketing and they think they are doing selling. Some people are doing selling and they think they are doing closing. And then they are angry at their bank account because it is not the same thing. First of all, what selling is not. Number one, selling is not manipulation. Are you aware so many people have manipulated us into buying what we don't even need?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We don't even need it. But because they just want to make, no, that's wrong. Now, this may not be wrong a few years ago, but now, post-COVID era is wrong. It's wrong. Number one, they may not even buy. They snub you. No. In post-COVID era, it is not about the money. It's about the value. It's about the problem-solving strength of what, yes, of what you offer.
Have paid. Give him.
So selling is not manipulation. Selling is not telling or talking. A lot of people can talk, a lot of people can tell, but they don't know how to sell. But they think it is selling. Selling is not telling me what you do. No, that's wrong. Selling is not talking to me about what you do. That's not selling. You are not selling to me already. Selling is not coercion. You are indirectly making me to feel guilty for not purchasing. That's not selling. You are trying to make me. I know you have to create urgency. You have to create a now ability for your customer to pay. Yes, it's important, but it makes no sense if your customer make a purchase and later feel they don't need it. It makes no sense. You know why? They will never refer you. Never. If at last they realize, hey, what even if somebody buys something from you, and later feel, do I even need this thing? How did I even bought this thing? You yourself, sometimes it happens to me, and I'm sure sometimes it's happened to you. But do you know that feeling of, I don't even need this thing. What did this guy even say that made me purchase this thing? You end up not using it, nor even recommending anybody to get it. So it's not coercion. Selling is not aggression. You must. No. It's not a fight. Selling is not aggression. I know energy is one of the power of selling, but some people are aggressive instead of putting energy. Energy is not it is not the same with aggression. You know that selling is not aggression. Selling is not even theories telling me the facts, the tales. It's not theories. It's not bulk of information. No, a bulk of information that don't even connect to my problem. It will not get my attention. True or true?
True.
So it's
Very
not
true.
theory. It's not true. It's not a theory. Not theory at all. Not theory. So next is, what is selling? What is selling? What is selling? Okay.
You are mute. Hello, Mr. James, you are mute.
Oh, okay. Okay. Wow. Sorry. Okay. You can hear me now, right?
Clearly, I can hear you clearly.
So what is selling? Simple. Number one, selling is transfer of enthusiasm, then transfer of passion, transfer of energy, transfer of feelings. Transfer is a transfer of, it's easier for me to buy once I start feeling what you're feeling. It's easier for me to buy once there's this emotional connect you have by the way you feel to me. I will happily buy without even thinking I don't need what you sell because of the enthusiasm. Now, what this means to me is that it is difficult for people to buy when I don't even look like I believe in what I sell. There's a way you are talking to a customer. The person cannot feel you are enthusiastic about what you do. The person cannot feel the energy from your tonality. It is so, I don't know how to explain this, but the tonality is so weak. It cannot activate some things inside me to capture my attention and keep it. So selling is transfer of enthusiasm. The excitement you are exuding from what you are doing can connect me to want to buy. For example, let's talk about Coke again. When you see Coke, You remember that they told you when you drink Coke, you have more energy. True or true?
True.
They told us when you
True.
drink Coke, you would, suddenly you have this strength from nowhere just come upon you. So once you see Coke,
Yes.
what you are seeing is strength. Sometimes, especially when you're awake. So no matter what you have told yourself, I will not do this, I will not drink, you just remember strength. They are just transferring enthusiasm. They are transferring it, energy. They are transferring it. Next, selling is intentional listening. Now, research has proven that if you must sell in this era, your listening ability must be 90% and your talking is 10%. What that means is this.
Good.
Today, a lot of us, and that is why you see people start missing words, missing lines of communication, because are you aware if you listen to customers very well, you'll be able to use what they say to sell what you are doing and they will buy.
It's true.
Selling today is more of listening, research based, 90% listening, 10% talking. 90% listening, 10% talking. Are you aware once you give them the opportunity to talk, they talk more. And when they talk more, they express their feelings more, they express their expectation more. From there, as a salesperson, you can now pick there's what we call pain points. You can now pick some pain points, punchline it, and streamline it back to them. And in an appealing way that will make them see it as what they need to solve what they have just keep talking about. So selling is intentional listening. You're going to listen more in this period. In this season, you're going to listen even more. You are really going to listen more. You're going to listen more because a lot of people are passing through a lot and they need someone that wants to hear them out. That doesn't mean they start telling you family problems. No. I'm talking about business now. You must find a way to listen to your customers more, especially when they are yearning to talk more. Have you seen a customer that is yearning to express themselves? They are yearning to express themselves. They just want to express themselves, express their feeling, express their expectations. You've seen a lot of them. Don't find yourself having a struggle on talking more when you see that your customer or your clients want to also talk more. You will listen more. In fact, people that listen more sells more. You will talk eventually, but your talking will never outweigh your listening strength. And guess what? Listening is difficult. True or true?
True. Very
Listening
true.
is difficult. Very, very difficult. And is in listening, patience. Because listening is different from hearing. You can hear what you didn't listen to. You can hear a lot of things and you don't understand. But when you listen, you understand. Listening helps you to understand. Hearing make you to just know you are aware. So when you listen to your customer or your client, you understand more. And then you know how you can bring in your solution. Today, selling is captivating storytelling. Truth be told, if you cannot sell story today, it will not, there's a problem. You know why? Fact tells, story sells. Fact tells, story sells. Do you remember that year or those years when pig milk, they use Kanwankwo for adverts? Then you see one old woman.
Yes.
One old woman, she's selling akara and pap, and then Kanwankwo came and bought pig milk. He said, Papilo, I know one day you will make us proud. Before you know, you see Papilo with
Yes.
Nigeria uniform. Are you aware that's what we are, for me, as at that time, what I'm seeing is, as a young child, I can become great. There's this connection.
Yes.
What they are saying. So it now look as if you are drinking peak milk, you want to become great. So, and everybody
Yes.
wants to be successful eventually. So it is storytelling, 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 storytelling. It is easier for your customer to buy something when you tell them story than when you're just telling them facts. You're just telling them research. In the year 1976, this is like this. This is how it has been. It is also good. But because people buy based on emotion and use their logic to analyze later after they have made purchase. So one way to tap into their emotion is emotion. There are some things you see, you don't even need them. Let's say I'm this person that I like native clothing. So when I go to Instagram, I see some of those designs, it appeals to me immediately. It's appealing to my emotion. But I have mastered the art of taming my emotion not to control my spending habits. My spending habit must be budgeted. Without that discipline, you just see. That's why, I'm sorry, but I think women do that a lot. You give them money to go and buy something in the market, they come back with different things that were not even in the list.
Exactly.
And they will tell you the money was not even enough. And they'll find a way to make you convinced about what they bought that was not in the list. It's just emotional. That thing just connected to their emotion and their feelings. Men also, personally, I also do it sometimes. So I'm talking about that emotion activation is easier done through stories. It's easier done through stories. Some people today has known me because of my story. Now, my story when I was starting this meeting with you is not like my story in its entirety. I'm talking about the entirety of my story because it makes them believe if it was possible for me, it can be possible for them. If I was able to do this, I mean, they can also do it. Next, selling is excellent conversation and demonstrating empathy. You want to call your customer today, you give him a call, a sales call. And then the person tell you, please, can you call me next time? I just lost my friend. Let's say you want to sell a land. And then next time you call, you just start talking about the land.
Hold on. Just 1 minute, Mr. Wells, 1 minute. Chama, please. Go ahead. I'm on my class. Okay.
When you call the customer next time, you have to show empathy. Oh, last time you told me you lost someone. So how is it going? If possible, don't even talk about your product. Just talk about the person. The person will have you at heart than just, oh, brother, just talking about business. No. It's not done that way. So it's an excellent conversation and demonstration of what? Empathy. Very important. Selling is conversational. You are talking, your customer is understanding. You are talking, your customer is connecting, is relating to what you are saying. If you see yourself talking and your customer is not responding, the person is not following. And when the person is on, that's why after the conversation, the person will say, so what do you now mean? What do you just say? What do you, this is, the person must be, you talk, you pause. Do you understand me? The person say, yes. You talk again, you pause. Do you understand me? Yes. So you need to be getting feedback. So it's a conversation. Are you with me?
Clearly.
Okay, good. So that's it. So you demonstrate empathy. Nigeria is seeing Shege. The whole world is seeing Shege promise. So when you are conversing with, because these guys have problems already. So there are times you just show empathy. They just needed someone to show them that empathy because they've been passing through a lot. Through a lot. A lot is going through so many people today. Next is selling is connecting and building valuable relationship. I don't believe a one-time customer, I should just end conversation with the person. No, 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 no. The person will fall into my funnel list. Once you hear from me. Once I ask you, so how was the product you bought last time? Hope you are still enjoying it. Once new months like this, I send you broadcast message, checking up. We need to connect. It's not just you buy, I collect your money. It was before, not now. Post-COVID era, you can't sell so much if you don't know how to build valuable relationship with your customers or your clients. Next, selling is all about helping people solve their problem, nothing more. Once you can connect your solution and connect it to the problem they have no, see, I don't believe customers don't have money. Any customer that say I don't have money is not the right person you need for that product. The right person have the money. So when people say customers complain they don't have money, like I don't believe that. It's actually a fact. But when I say I don't believe it, what I'm trying to say is that it's not the right person that need that service as at that time or that value as at that time. Because if truly it communicates to how it solves their problem they face at that moment, they will buy. Because if there's a will, there must be a way. If there's a will, there must always be a way. So types of salespeople. Now we have three kinds of salespeople in the world. Three. The day I understood this thing, it caused a revolution in my life. And I made a decision where I will belong. Three types of salespeople. Number one, we have haphazard salespeople. This is the people we have all over. 98% haphazard salespeople. They sell today, they don't sell tomorrow. They post today, they don't post tomorrow. They make a call today, they don't make a call tomorrow. They go up and they are down again. They go up and they are down again. They go up and they are down again. They sell when they feel like selling, and selling is not about when you feel like. In fact, business is not feeling related. Business is not feeling related. No, it is not. It is not feeling in any way. Business is not feeling related. Feeling related in terms of I feel like calling 10 people today, then tomorrow I don't just feel like it doesn't work. It doesn't work. And this is 98% of people all over have hazard salespeople. Number two, consistent salespeople. These guys sells every day. There are 1.8% of them in the whole world. This is research based. Consistent sales people. They sell every day. But you know what? Their income that they earn every day or every month can never be more than what is in their mind. For example, they have $1,000 in their mind. It will never grow above $1,000 in their mind. Once they hit $1,000 targets, they stop for that month because they have hit targets. These people work based on target. Target is very good, but we don't have to stop just at having targets. No. we wouldn't have to stop just at having what? Targets. Not so. So they are very, very good. These guys, they sell. They sell. Oh my goodness. They know how to talk to customers. They have the skills. Oh my goodness, these guys sell. But guess what? Their income have a cap. It's not growing. It's not growing. The next is consistently growing salespeople. These ones are just 0.2%. They are consistent and they are growing. Now, how these people operate is in the month of June, they hit $1,000. In the month of July, they give themselves $1,500,000 as a target. They will hit it. In the month of August, they will give themselves $2,000. They will hit it. So they are growing it as they are consistent. But the other guy in number 2 is not growing. He's just okay hitting that target, and that's the benchmark. Why? Is it because number 2 don't need more money? No. Number 2 have what we call mental blockage. Mental blockage. He don't believe he can hit $10,000 in sales. In his mind, of all people, what will I do with $10,000? His mind is so limited, and his income cannot grow above that limit. So he can be very consistent, but he's not growing. He's not growing is not because he don't desire growth, no, but because his mind has put a cap. He can't grow above that. But this guy in the consistently growing sales category, his mind is ever growing. In fact, once he hit 1 billion, he's thinking of 10 billion. Once he hit 10 billion, he's thinking of 20 billion. Once he hit 20 billion, he's thinking of 30 billion. His mind is so equipped. Does that make sense?
It makes a lot of sense.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Now you now see that it is in stages. There are levels to these things. Once upon a time, personally, I don't believe I can earn $1 million in a month selling what I do. And what causes mental blockage from my experience, sometimes is background. I grew up where my father was not super rich. My father never bought a car. He don't even know how to drive, Yes. So it's a mental blockage. So I grew up from that environment where struggling is normal thing. So as I kept on developing myself, I realized that it has put a cap on my mind. That once I can just earn money to stop struggling, I'm okay. Not knowing that I can also desire to earn more money to make impact. It affected me so badly because this one now is mind surgery that needed to happen. It's not any magic. There's something that must happen in the mind. There's a shift that must happen. And it just opened up one of those days. And then I realized, aha, so it's about my mind now. Because nothing is too big for my mind. Nothing is, as far as my mind can think it, it is possible. I grew up in that background where it was a struggle to pay our school fees. My father had to do contribution. So growing up in that environment, there's a programming he gave me that put a cap on my income as a business person. I start believing that making more sales is for some people, not for everybody. And I now realize it's not just me. This thing is what is affecting a lot of people today. Some people just want to be working and they never aim that they can be promoted. Okay, salary of 500K. They never aim that, how can I even grow to myself? I mean, grow myself to a point where my boss now pay me 1 million. As far as your boss is paying somebody more than you, means you can earn more than you are earning. It's simple. As far as there are senior colleagues earning more than you earn, what that means is that you have all it takes to earn more than you are currently earning. But you must connect the dots. Why will the other person be earning more than you? The difference could be just one thing the person can do that you cannot do. As long as you start doing those things, your boss have no option than to increase your salary. It's as simple as that. So these are three categories or three types of salespeople. Now, the pitfalls, to avoid in sales. There are pitfalls. Pitfalls number one, insufficient knowledge of the subject matter. A lot of salespeople don't even understand what they do. they don't even understand. For example, I'm a bloody real estate consultant, like real estate investment consultant, and I'm a certified real estate investment consultant. And in this field, I have realized that people buy more from you if they know what you do. Like you start giving them reference that breaks the borders of their mind. They have no, it stopped going just for buying land because you need shelter, buying land because you need a legacy, buying land because of investment purpose, but selling a dream to them, knowledge-based dream that appeals to them to make them to want to buy. Because at last, you need a land, you need a shelter. Shelter will never stop, and housing will never stop. I mean, shelter will never stop. That's just a summary. So people will keep on needing land to make buildings of shelter or for anything. So knowledge, sufficient knowledge. You may not be very vast in what you do, but you need sufficient of the basic and fundamentals knowledge needed in that field. At least for the basics and the fundamentals, it needs to be so sufficient enough. So hence is a pitfall. And when people fall into this trap, it looks as if the devil is the person stopping them from making money. Is a lie. I don't even believe that, because the devil is not that powerful. Yes, the devil is powerful, but he's not that powerful. Insufficient knowledge of the subject matter of what they do. The pitfall number two is perception. How you are being perceived can affect the income you earn. How your client or your customer perceive you can affect the kind of money they will bring out to give to you. So we must be in that position where we are perceived as the exact solution of the problem they need. Per time, per season. Perception is a pitfall. I had to sit down and then I start asking I like writing a lot. I don't just, when I think more when I am writing of my thoughts. I'm writing my thoughts. It helps me to think more. Whenever I'm thinking, I have my biro, I have my notes. It helps me better. That's the way I operate. Everybody must not operate that way. So I started analyzing, how do I want to be perceived? How do I want to be perceived? Because first impression matters, especially in business. How do I want to be perceived? My goal today is that after this training, there will be memories, there will be flashbacks of, aha, I really got value. That's the perception I want to leave in your mind after the meeting. So it's something I have to craft down. I want a perception whenever I appear in a room, people should just feel energy. People should feel empowered. People should feel anything is possible. It's a perception. So in your organization, because I was having a meeting with an organization recently. There's what we call organizational perception system. As an organization, how do you want people to perceive your organization? As a leader, this is what you must think out. Identify it. Do we need to be perceived as excellent people? I want to also be perceived as an excellent person. Is a pitfall that any and every salesperson must not fall into it. Perception. 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 For example, I meet somebody and the person is speaking Queen's English for me, and then I'm speaking vernacular for the person. I'm already creating a perception. It doesn't make any sense. You're speaking Queen's English, I should be speaking Queen's English for you. I'm controlling my perception. But when you come with vernacular, I feel that's what you connect more to. I can come down to your level, but then as I'm in your level, I'm also making sure I don't remain at your level. You need to also understand that I am beyond what you are hearing right now. It's a pitfall. The next is lack of courage and posture. Lack of courage and posture. Your posture and your courage when talking to people about your business makes a lot of sense. Now, when someone calls you and the person is smiling, for example, hello, Mr. Charles. Happy New Month. I hope if you are sad, how will you start feeling?
You won't feel well at all. You will feel off.
You feel off, right? Now,
yes.
I said, Mr. Charles, happy new month. Wow, how are you today? Like my energy is excitement. My energy, let's say you're very sad and you hear that call.
Yeah.
Suddenly you see yourself, you start smiling gradually. True.
Yes. Truth. Very true.
You start smiling gradually. Now, this is exactly what happens to our client. We must assess people. We must leave memory of smiles. People are passing through a lot, actually. So my carriage, how do I carry myself? What is the posture I project? Very important. My posture must represent my brand. My carriage must present my brand. So in carriage and posture creation, you must make sure that your carriage and the posture of your organization, of your personal brand, represent the values of that brand. Your carriage, your posture must represent the brand. Posture, your carriage must represent your brand. Now, number next is the attitudes of a great salesperson. Now, the attitude of a great salesperson is not mechanical. It's not theoretical. It's an attitude. It's not just the energy. Yes, energy is good, but it's not just energy. There are attitude, and attitude is internal. Attitude is internal. Attitude is internal. Attitude is more of internal. So the attitude of a great salesperson, number one, they are professionals. Every salesperson, I said great salespeople. Every great salespeople I know today, they are professionals. They are professionals. They are professional. It's an attitude. You must present yourself as a pro in whatever you do. You may not be a pro actually, but there's this mental, where you can put yourself and people sense and feel you are a professional. People don't pay attention to amateurs, especially in this era. They want to make sure you are a professional because the attention,
very well.
Yes, the attention retention power today is very low. So in the first 3 seconds of your conversation with anybody, if you can't get their attention, you may lose it. 3 to 15 seconds. First 3 to 15 seconds. So if you are a professional, in fact, professionals make more money than amateurs. So it's an attitude. I must be a professional. I must be positioned as a professional. I must dress as a professional. I must talk as a professional. Number next, they are obsessed people. Great salespeople are obsessed. They are obsessed. They are obsessed. These guys are obsessed. Great salespeople, they have a burning desire. If you read Think and Grow Rich, he talk about burning desire. He said, thoughts are things. Napoleon Hill, speaking in Think and Grow Rich, he said, thoughts are things. And he talk about burning desire. He said, anything you want, first you must develop. It doesn't matter where you are starting and how you are starting, but you must develop a burning desire. There must be this obsession, electrifying obsession. People must see that you are so passionate about what you do. You are having fun. Like, it's not a burden. I mean, I'm just having fun. What I'm doing right now, do you know I can do this thing from now till tomorrow morning? It's an obsession. Like, I'm obsessed about it. They are obsessed about their products. They are obsessed about their service. They are so obsessed. Great salespeople. This is an attitude. What makes a lion and what makes a lion the king of the jungle is not the size, it's the attitude. The elephant is one of the biggest, but the elephant is afraid of the lion. The lion is not the biggest, he's not the tallest, he's not even the smartest, but he's a king of the jungle. His attitude. His attitude. In Africa, once a gazelle wakes up, it must run faster than the fastest lion to survive. In Africa, once a lion wakes up, it must run faster than the fastest gazelle to survive. Let me explain. If the lion don't run faster than the gazelle to kill it, he won't have food to eat. If the gazelle don't run faster than the lion to overtake the lion, he's gone. Obsession. Obsession. Number next, the attitude of great sales, they are always motivated and they are inspired. They are motivated and they are what? Inspired. They are motivated. Great salespeople, when you say people are discouraged, it's not for these people. Oh. I don't feel like I'm discouraged. I want to quit. Quit what? How? These people don't need external motivation. They are always inspired. They wake up energized. In fact, they can't even wait for the next day to take off the next battle or the next batting line to win and conquer their world. Great salespeople, there's this, oh my goodness. All of us know Victor Osimhen. Victor Osimhen, yes. One of the things I have observed about Victor Osimhen, Nigerian player, that guy is so, he's obsessed, he's over-motivated, he's over-inspired. Like, okay, imagine the Nation Cup that happened earlier this year. I don't know if you watch ball. I don't watch ball, but I watched ball during that season. That guy is so like, he was even the one encouraging other people.
Yes.
Cristiano Ronaldo today is where he is because he's self-motivated.
Yes.
Sometimes I've met a lot of salespeople, they feel discouraged, they feel overwhelmed. That's why I started with those three questions. Where do I want to be? What do I want? Where am I at? Where am I? And then how do I get there? Great salespeople, they know exactly what they want. They know where they are. This place I am is not, that's not where I need to be. They now know, I don't need anybody to motivate me for me to be motivated and all of that. Number next, they work really hard. I tell you,
Yes.
sales is hard work. Oh my goodness. I tell people 9 to 5 is 9 to 5 actually. But entrepreneurship is 6 to 2. That's 6 a.m. to 2 a.m. Why did I say so? In entrepreneurship, you may close your day by, let's say, 6, 7, 8, but your mind, you have not closed your mind for productivity. You are still doing a lot of things mentally. You are crafting ideas. You are innovating concepts that will help you harness more. They really work hard. It is hard work. It is not cheap to show a customer just one product, minimum of 7 times. It's hard work. An average mediocre client would buy after the 7th exposure, 7 to 15. The ones that buy immediately, those ones are, I call it bonus. I call it bonus. I call it bonus. They work really hard. I want soft life is not for salespeople. At least for the first 5 to 7 years in that field, you're going to really work hard. Like no day off, back to back, back to back. You're going to really work hard. You keep showing up. You show up every day. Number next, great salespeople, they dress well, they smell nice, and the smiles always.
Yes.
Do you know that when you dress well, there's a way you feel?
Exactly.
It affects the way you feel. That's why
Exactly.
I actually like looking good, because it's the way it makes me feel. Actually, it gives me this empowerment that unconsciously I'm not aware of, but I feel empowered. And then you smell nice. Oh my goodness, I don't joke with this. When people hear your smell so nice, they want to connect. It's easier for them to connect to you, and then you smile always. An average person today is bored. The default setup of an average person today is so boring. So when you smile, smiles lighten up. When you smile at people, you see them lighten up. You see them lighting up. They want to also smile. So smile activates smiles. And of course, if you don't smile, sometimes it affects even your day. So great salespeople, and they don't even smile because of the way they feel. Okay, they made sales, they didn't make sales. They smile because it's an attitude. Attitude does not work by feeling. Attitude is developed. Okay, so let's get down to closing. Closing. Now, marketing, you have shown them who you are. Sales, you've told them what you can do, how what you can do can solve what they have and meet up their needs. And then closing, you're now collecting the money. People sometimes make big mistakes. Some salespeople make a lot of mistakes, like you don't collect money in the marketing phase. Marketing phase, the idea is just know what I do. Just understand this thing I do. Sales, this thing I do, this is what it can do for you. Closing, oh yeah, give me the money. Now, the arts and science of closing. There's an arts and science of closing, and this is it. This is my quote, actually. It's not from any book. Personally, I work with this. Closing is when your client is debited and you are being credited for solving their problem. Closing, like in a layman's language, is simply when your client is debited and you are being credited for solving their problem. That is closing. That is closing. So why you don't close? People are good. Some people are good in marketing. They are good in sales, but they're not collecting the money. Why? Number one, fear. Sometimes people are afraid of asking for the money. Fear. Fear is one thing that has kept a lot of people from collecting the money. They have not developed, of course, fear is false evidence. I mean, is it
false evidence appearing real?
False evidence appearing real, something like that. That's fear. And fear is a mirage. It doesn't exist. It only exists in the mind. It doesn't exist in the real life. Sometimes when you face your fear, you discover the fears are not there. Truly, they are not there. But until you face it. Some people are good in, marketing, doing the sales. But when it comes to collecting the money, they are afraid of asking the client, oh yeah, now, pay. Send your, I'm sending my account, send the money. All right. So I say again, closing is your consolation for marketing and selling. Closing is your consolation for marketing and for selling. That is it. Then why you don't sell? Number two, lack of confidence. Honestly, you cannot close if you're not confident. My goodness. You need a lot of confidence to be able to collect money for solutions you are providing. A lot of confidence, a lot of it. A lot of confidence. Are you aware people pay attention to you more when you are confident? When you are confident, people tend to pay more attention to you than when you are not confident. That is it. So, why you don't close?
1 minute, please. 1 minute, please. Sorry.
Okay.
Hello?
So lack of confidence. Next is not having enough basic knowledge, like I said earlier. It affects closing, it affects collecting money. Not having basic knowledge. Yeah, the fundamentals of your product or your service. That is it. Then focusing on the money instead of providing value. It also affects closing. You cannot close if your focus is just money, 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 money. People will feel you. Now, people don't buy when they feel you have something to benefit from them. They buy more when they feel they are the one that have something to benefit from you. So when you're providing your service, when you're providing your product, you must come from the point of instilling that feeling for them to know, actually, you lose nothing. You are the one that need me. You're the one that actually needs to make a purchase of this. So the focus is not the money. The money will come. If value go, money comes back. Money must come back once value have left. Number next, posture. Again, posture is coming here. Why you don't close is posture. Even as a cold caller, you must have these things. Even as whatever it is, as far as money is concerned, as far as earning income is concerned, you must know the things. You must know these things. And you will provide more value to your clients. Let's say, for example, your virtual assistant, CRM, you are whatever. You would provide more value for whoever hired you because you know these things. These things are not sky. I mean, it doesn't just happen. It's something we need to know. We need to learn. All right. And it is possible for us to become. So posture again here. The lack of brand trust and integrity, it affects closing. If people don't trust you, they cannot like you. And if they don't like you, they may not have integrity in you. So there's what we call brand trust. Is actually think is a course on its own. Building brand trust, be it personal brand, be it organizational brand, be it association brand, something like that. So lack of brand trust. You must come to a point where you make people trust you for who you are, trust your brand. Is two things. People can trust you and not trust your brand. Are you aware? People can trust you and not trust your brand. But when they trust you and trust your brand, you have their money. So lack of brand trust and integrity can go a long way. It can really go a long way. Okay. So number next is processes that leads to a close. There are processes that leads to a close. Processes that leads to a close. Take notes. You close when your client is being sold. You don't close when the guy is not interested in what you do or what you're offering the person.
Exactly.
There's no need. So the person is interested means the person have been sold. It's easier to close because trust me, I mean, we've met a lot of them. We've seen a lot of experiences, quote and unquote. As long as they're not interested in that value, honestly, I think it's better. Just put them on the funnel list. We call it prospecting funnel. Put it on that funnel and keep loading them with more content. Keep educating them, put them on your email list, somewhere they can just have an access to be getting once in a while value from you or content. Okay. So you close when your client is being sold. It's an error for you to try to close when your client has not what? When your client is not sold. I mean, it's a waste of time. Waste of time, waste of energy, waste of resources. You don't deserve my time if I've not sold you. So I must make sure you are being sold. You are completely sold before I can close you. That's why a pastor in church is after the people have been convicted. That's when he can call for altar call because people heart are hardened. You see people coming out. You see, I mean, the person you know as somebody that is dealing with people suddenly just was melted and is out there in the altar crying for mercy because the person have been sold. When the person is being sold, I mean, they have no choice but to make a purchase. So the same thing in business. You close when your client is being sold. Take note again. There is no shortage of money, but shortage of value. There is nothing like there's no money. I don't believe there's no money. There's money in circulation. There's only what? Shortage of value. See, by God's grace, I have accessed some contact and networked with some categories of people in this, I would say in this country recently, and I can tell you there is money. There is crazy money. In Lagos here, we had an event at what's the name of this place again? Eco Hotel. Now, when we closed, the speaker gave of course, my mentor, he gave us an analysis. He said, for you to believe that there is money, when you are going out, stop at the receptionist and ask if there is a room available. And you discover there is no room available. This is 6 p.m. I'll be 5 p.m. I can't remember. Do you know we went to the receptionist just as a normal people that needed a room, and they said no vacancy, like there's no room. A room, just single, let's say standard room in a hotel, that place is over 150 thereabout. And you are telling me no room. So where are these people getting the money? There is money in this country. There is money in Africa. There is money in the world. There is no shortage of money anywhere. It's just shortage of value. So number one processes that leads to a close is brand core value awareness and dream sharing. When you are talking to your clients, you are talking to your customer, you are talking to your prospect, they must understand the core, share the core, like bring to their awareness the core values of your brand. We'll be able to do this, we'll be able to do this, we'll be able to do this. This is what we represent. And then connect it to a dream. This will help you achieve this. This will help you achieve this. That's connecting it to a dream now. So we'll call it brand core value awareness and dream sharing. So people even make purchase easily when that service or product connects to the dream of their life. Yes. So this is one of the processes that leads to a close. And then relationship building and empathy. Again, relationship building and empathy, like I said earlier, I don't believe in one-time customer and that's the end of me connecting to the person. I don't believe in that. I make sure I find a creative way that after you buy, we'll still be in touch. After you use my service, we'll still be in touch. I will find a creative way. So it's also processes that leads to a close. Before the person make the purchase, in the marketing phase, you have developed this, and then in the selling phase, this that you have developed kept running, and then in the closing place, you connect them, and it makes it easier for you to make a sale. Relationship building and empathy. Next, focus on your clients and not you. A lot of salespeople today focus on what they will benefit instead of projecting to the customer what they will benefit, what is in need for them. People want to buy if they see what is in need for them. Focus on your client and not you. You are not, if it is about you, then you don't need them. So because you need them, it's no more about you. Like in curating your whatever marketing or sales pitch or anything that has to connect to you selling and collecting money from people for your value and the solution you're bringing, it must be about them, not about you. You must make it more about them, not about you. About them, not about you. About them, not about you. Number next, ensure your client is being sold first. Like I said earlier, you close when your client is being sold. So ensure, you must ascertain that this guy is already sold before you start asking for the money. Because sometimes customer can lie. I know you are aware. Sometimes customer can pretend that they want just for you to get off the phone. They just pretend and show you as if, mean. But there should be a way you should find out and discover that this guy really needs this service before you start closing them down. Okay. So, number next, ask leading questions. You must find a way to ask leading questions. Yes, the client can ask you questions, but the difference is that you now are asking leading questions. Leading questions are questions that are not closed-ended, they are open-ended. Leading questions are questions that leads to another conversation. Question that will make the client to talk. Question that will make the client to explain more. Question that will make the client to express their feeling. Question that will make the client to discuss more, to have a more conversation. You know, questions, leading questions. Example, you can ask a customer questions like, what do you really like about our service? Are you seeing is an open-ended? You need a response. The person must give you a response. What do you really like about our service? This thing I've explained to you, what do you like about it? The person tell you, oh, I like this about it. What you ask the person. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 means you are not interested in this service. 10 means you are really interested. Anything below, I mean, from 7, 8, 9, and 10, it's okay with me. So where do you belong? The person tells you, oh, of course, 7, 8, 9, 10. If the person tell you 1, trust me, there's no need. These are leading questions. These are leading questions. You know, after asking what you like best, I mean, on a scale of 1 to 10, where do you belong, blah, 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 blah. You can ask questions like, what are the 2 most important things this service will do for you? Let's assume you bought this service today. What are the 2 most important things you want this service to do for you? The person tell you, it will help me to do this. It will help me to do this. It will help me to do this. You will see that they will give you more than 2. What you are doing is that you are opening the waves of closing. The waves of closing is making their minds more open to feel normal when giving the money. So you must ask leading question then. Number 6, ask for the money and collect it. Ask for the money and collect it. There's a way to ask for the money, and you must ask for the money and collect the money. You must ask the money and collect the money. You must ask for the money and collect the money. So, very, 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 very important. You must ask for the money and collect the money. You must ask for the money and you must collect the money. So, in this very session, we have been able to discuss and analyze marketing, and we talked about different scenarios of marketing. We talked about what is marketing. We talked about how you need to make adaptation. We talked about a lot of things, how marketing is a systematic way of looking for problem, how you can solve, systematic way of creating awareness of what you can solve. We also talked about, types of audience. We talked about the success codes, the codes of success in marketing. We discussed what selling it is not and what selling really is. Okay, we said selling is not manipulation. We said selling is not telling or talking, coercion, aggression, or theory. And we also discussed what selling is: transfer of enthusiasm, how selling is intentional listening, how excellent conversation can lead to selling, and then types of salespeople, where we talk about the haphazard sellers. We also talk about the consistent sellers and the growing, consistently selling salespeople. These are some of the points and nuggets we were able to note down and nudge through this. And we discovered that category A of salespeople are 98%. Category B of salespeople are they are 1.8%. And category C, yes, and category C is 0.2.
0.2.
Beautiful. And guess what? The people that make the most money are the 0.2. 0.2. That means they are
I
less
know.
than
I
1%.
know.
0. These are the people that makes the most money. These are the employees that get more pay from their employer. 0.2, very few. Talk about the pitfalls to avoid. In selling, we talk about the attitude of successful salespeople. You now bring it down to the art and science of closing. And here we are. After this session, beyond listening, ensure you practice, ensure, you see, this is not software skill. No, 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 no. This is practical. This is a day-to-day day-to-day stuff. This is something you act on. It's not something you spend time trying to master. You master it in the processes. Now, it will not happen immediately, but over time, over time, over time, over time, it will start happening over time. So being able to cover, lastly, the processes that leads to closing. At this moment, I'm going to give you room to ask questions about what we've talked about another thing related to what we do or what we just did right now. And let me find how to provide you with, professional answers that is going to help you make more progress. So you can unmute yourself, ask your questions if there is.
Okay. Thank you so much for the section, Mr. James. It's really a very, very interesting section.
Wow.
And I must tell you that there is value. There is absolute value for what you have just put through.